help you get thicker hair really nice and fast. Now this recipe has been tried and tested, and it definitely works 100%. And I do hope that you watch the video and you watch till the end so you can see all of the steps and also the instructions on how to use it. So let's hop right into it without wasting too much time. So you are going to need some fresh aloe vera leaf, just like the one that I'm using here. Now here in the UK it's pretty easy to find aloe vera. I don't know what it is like in other parts of the world, but if you do struggle to find aloe vera like this in your area, maybe check Amazon. You might be able to find some that you can even grow in your house. So essentially, after I washed my aloe vera, I just used a paper towel just to remove the excess water essentially, and I'm just cutting it here into smaller pieces. Now aloe vera is great for our hair. Now if you do have thin areas, bald patches, you're losing hair, you definitely want to use aloe vera, guys. It works 100%. Now aloe vera helps to stimulate hair growth. It also helps to condition your hair, so the hair that is growing out essentially does not break, and that's what allows you to see length over time. And also it helps with a healthy scalp. Sometimes if your hair is falling out, it may be better to just look at how your scalp is as well. Scalp health is very, very important to hair growth in general. So after that, guys, we are going to go in with some rosemary. Now I'm using fresh rosemary. Rosemary is great at preventing baldness. It helps to stimulate new hair growth in balding areas. It does that by stimulating scalp circulation, so it just increases the blood flow to the scalp area. So it's really, really good for regrowing bald patches, to get you thicker hair and longer hair a lot faster. So I added about 2 bunch of it, or sort of, yeah, basically. Now I'm going in here with some coconut oil. Now if you are to use coconut oil, guys, I suggest that you use raw, extra virgin and possibly organic coconut oil, because that's still full of its nutrients. Now if you do not have coconut oil, it's fine to use the next oil that I'm going to show you later on, but I suggest that you do use both together. But it's okay to use only grapeseed oil if you do not have coconut oil. So I added about 2 tablespoons. I'm not quite sure, guys, but you can alter these quantities based on your preference. It doesn't really matter. So essentially I'm now going to go in with some grapeseed oil. Now grapeseed oil is also amazing for our hair, guys. It really helps to strengthen your hair. People with sort of weak, damaged or brittle hair should definitely consider using grapeseed oil, because it will give your hair strength and it would also make your hair nice and thick. It also helps to promote healthy hair growth. It increases moisture in the hair, it gives your hair shine, and also it helps to stimulate hair growth. So I added a bit of that as well. I'm not quite sure of the quantities, guys, but like I said, please alter this based on your preference and also the quantity of the aloe vera and rosemary that you will be using. Now I prefer to use these 2 oils because we will be applying a bit of heat to this, so it's better that if you are looking for substitutes for these oils, that you use something that is heat resistant. I suggest that you stick to this exact recipe, guys, because it works wonders. So essentially we're just going to pop it on the stove and just allow it to sort of fry for just about less than 5 minutes. Honestly, it doesn't take very long at all. You know it's done when your aloe vera has turned from that bright green color to like a darker green color, and also your rosemary has also changed in color. So essentially I'm just going to transfer this to this jar. It's better you let this cool down, guys, but for the purpose of this video I like to just start recording and just finish it all at once. Just saves me time, but it's better you let this cool down. Pop it in a jar, and then you're gonna go ahead and let this sit for another 2 days. Now the reason why you're letting it sit for another 2 days is so that it can infuse a little bit more. So I'm just gonna shut the jar and just let it sit somewhere warm in my house. Okay guys, so after 2 days have gone by, we're now going to go ahead and separate the oil from the aloe vera and rosemary. So you can just do this by just pouring the oil into like a a little container that you may have, and just, you know, leave the rest of the stuff in the jar essentially. Okay guys, so we are going to use some preservatives just in case we still have some water left in this. Now you shouldn't have water, or if you do, shouldn't be a lot of water. So we're just putting some preservatives in here just in case, and this is just to increase the shelf life of this oil. So for this quantity of oil, I used about 2 drops of preservatives. So stir that in nicely. Now you can also add some essential oils if you do have them. Rosemary essential oil is a really good one. Peppermint, tea tree essential, even lavender essential oil are really good alternatives that you can add to this oil if you do have them. So essentially stir that all in, and then you're now going to go ahead and transfer it to a little jar or whatever you normally use to keep your oils. It just makes it a bit easier to use as well. So I'm transferring it here to this little mason jar, which I'm gonna use to keep, and that's pretty much it. Now this oil is definitely the bomb. Like, you need to try this out, guys. Especially if you do have bald patches, or perhaps thin hair, or your hair is falling out a lot, you definitely want to try this out, and trust me, you will definitely see results if you are consistent with it.